Happy New Year. It is 2025, January 1st. We made it. We made it out of 2024, and I am so thankful. Hopefully you are thankful also. You guys, it is 2025. I'm thankful that I have 5,000 subscribers plus. I'm thankful for having great health. I'm thankful for my family, friends. I'm thankful that you are here with me on today. Whatever happened in 2024, it's in the past, you all. It's in the rear view mirror. It's now time to move into this new year. What a gift today is, because some folks did not make it to see 2025. They left us in 2024. So this is a gift. So let's make the best of this year. We were right here last year, 2024, making promises, some making resolutions for the things that they were going to do last year. If you did not get it done, it's over with. Don't worry about it. We have a whole new year. We have a new day to get things right. We have a new day to bless someone else. So let's take advantage of these gifts, these blessings that we have coming up on us in the year of 2025. And before I go any further, I do have a word for you in 2025 for January 1st, because this is our chat time. But don't want to forget about December. There are some things in December that we said that we were going to do. One thing that we said that we were going to do is stop, start, and continue. I want to know if you all followed the December instructions that I gave you at the end of that video. What will you stop? There are some things that you need to stop doing that we know that we needed to stop doing a long time ago. However, we kept doing it. We need to put an end to those things. Get rid of them, put them off the train, just get rid of them. There are some things that you want to start. You promised yourself all year long last year that you were going to start it, and you did not get that done. So focus on those things that you need to start. Then there are some things you need to continue that were working well for you, whether it's in your life, your home life, whether it's in business, whether it's in your work, whatever it was working well for you. It was doing you good and working well. Those are the things that we want to continue. So it could have been a short list, 2 or 3 things each. What were you going to start? What were you going to stop? And what were you going to continue? Hopefully you completed that exercise. Then I gave you a bonus tip. What I do, not every year, I started last year. What I did is started whatever I was going to change for January. I started it December 1st. And I asked you guys to come along with me. And I do know, because I've heard from some of you all, you did that. You started your January 1st and December 1st. So you are 1 month ahead of the game. You're 1 month ahead of everybody else, because you went ahead and sat down, decided what you were going to do differently for the year of 2025, started it December of 2024. So you were 1 month. I'm already in the flow of things. There's not a lot that I have to change for today. I just need to continue in the path that I'm going. I do have a special word for you today. I do have something special to talk to you about today that I want you to listen to and see if you want to apply this to your life also. And that's coming up next. Okay, for today, January 1st, one thing that I want you to focus on, this is what I decided, because last year I was in some areas, I was all over the place, not truly focused, didn't truly have clarity in everything. But starting December 1st of last year, this is something that dropped in my spirit, came in my mind. And this is something that for some reason I just couldn't shake it. So this word stayed with me. And I'm going to give you the word that I'm having for the month or for the year of 2025. You can have a word of the month. You can have a word of the year. You can have the word for the first 6 months, and then the second word for the second 6 months. I've been given this word for the whole year because I want it to be simple, something that I can focus on, something that that will help me in my personal life as well as in my business life. And that word is intentional. I chose that word, being intentional, because I knew last year I did some things for other folks that I did not necessarily want to do. I did it with a smile, but it kind of took me off the path that I was headed on, not really focused on the goals that I wanted to make last year. Some things that I didn't want to do, some things that I did because I just wanted to be nice to people and that type of thing. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't want to be nice, but if it's going to take me off of my path and goal, I'm not going to do those things this year. So this is something that I've started already, being intentional. And there are some benefits to being intentional. First of all, the benefit is clarity. I know exactly what I want to do in my business, in my personal life, in my spiritual life. I'm clear on that. And if there's anything that is going to take me off of that path, get me off of focus on the goal, the ultimate goal for this year, I'm just simply not going to do it. I need to be intentional about certain things. And so people will throw you off the path, make you feel guilty because they are throwing you off your path, and make you feel guilty because you're not helping them and that type of thing. But for this year, I need to stay focused, and I will be intentional, and I'm clear. Intentionality brings clarity to your life. So that's one thing being intentional does. So consider that as far as being intentional and bringing clarity to your life. Another thing being intentional helps me to do is to use my time effectively and efficiently. I can't waste a lot of time, you all. Time is one of our most valuable resources because once it's gone and you can't get it back. But everyone equally is given 24 hours every day. So what you do with it, it's amazing how some people are so productive with their 24 hours and how some people are so unproductive with their 24 hours. And so what we need to do is sit down, or what I'm going to do is sit down and see how I'm using my time wisely. And knowing that if I need to do something, how long it's going to take me to travel there to do it, how long it's going to take me to travel to get back home. That's one thing that I had a list of things, and I made a list starting December 1st, every day, what I needed to do, what I need to get accomplished for the week, for the day, what's the important things, what are the 1 or 2 things I have to get done that day, and was very intentional about doing that. What I didn't put on top of that is if it took me outside of my home, that travel time there, that travel time back, because if it takes you 30 minutes to get somewhere, 30 minutes to get back home, but while you're there, maybe it only takes 30 minutes to do whatever you need to do there. That's an hour and a half. And that's what I didn't account for. So I was losing time and wasn't sure, okay, I'm not getting as much accomplished as I want to, but that travel time. So there are some, because I totally stopped watching. Well, I didn't watch a lot of TV to begin with, but I narrowed my time down as far as TV time to usually like Sunday nights, Sunday afternoons, because I like football, I like sports. So I took a little time on Sundays and Saturdays to do that. But other than that, during the week, the TV really didn't come on at all. I didn't even watch the news or anything like that. So, but I have to track my time. So plan my time, block my time out, and being intentional will help me do that. I'll know exactly where I need to be, when I need to be there, what I'm doing, whenever I'm doing. And then at night, when it's time to cut it off, it's time to stop. Stop working, stop taking phone calls, stop doing certain things. It's time to rest my body, rest my mind. In the morning, meditation time, reading time, just time block everything. And this is about being intentional for me. So I have some steps as far as I'm concerned about my intentionality. The next thing intentionality will do for me is keep me motivated. If I know I'm moving in that right direction toward whatever goal it is that I'm trying to reach, then being intentional will keep me motivated to get there. As I'm achieving these goals, I get more motivational to move in that right direction and continue to be intentional. The use of my energy, the use of my resources, I need to think about that and be wise about anything that I do. And that will keep me motivated, because when you see progress going in the right direction, if I go to the gym and I want to work on my arms or my legs and I see, muscles coming and, the things slimming down in the waist, if I see improvement, well, I'm more motivated. Let me continue this. Eating healthy. If I start feeling better, if my hair starts perking up, if the skin starts becoming clear, all of that, I know that I'm moving in the right direction. So I am more motivated to move in that direction. So being intentional about your goals and the things that you want to do will help you become motivated and stay motivated to see it to the end. And the last thing that I'll tell you about being intentional, a huge benefit as far as I'm concerned, is I am in greater control of things. I don't let other people tell me or suggest or try to push me into something that I don't necessarily want to do, or it's not falling in line with the goals that I have in mind for myself. I am responsible for Adrian. You are responsible for yourself. If someone throws you off your path, it's because you let them throw you off your path. You have the control. You can take control of that. And so being intentional keeps me in control of which way that I'm going, So I sit down, I plan, and I make sure I'm on the right path. Yeah, I may make some mistakes during the year. I may slightly get off the path. But once I sit down and say, look, is this really beneficial? Is this going in line with what my plans, my goals, and my visions are for the year? And if the answer is no, I need to get back on the path, And so I'm very careful as far as being in control with making promises or telling people, yes, I'm going to do something when I don't know quite if I'm going to have the time, the resources, or the energy to do that. Energy, you guys, is a lot. So, and sometimes we waste our energy on things that we don't really need to be involved with. Don't make folks make you feel guilty about stuff because, you're not responsible for everybody. Your number one responsibility is for yourself and what you said that you're going to do for yourself. And you need to be responsible to yourself first. And then as others come along, responsible to your family, responsible to your spouses, that type of thing. You're responsible to God for the things that we do. And that's where our big responsibilities come along. But when it comes to other people coming into our lives and trying to push their problems on us or make us responsible for the things that they should be doing, we can help them by giving them some insight to what their responsibilities and what their accountabilities are for their lives and how maybe they got into the situation. They got themselves into that situation. You didn't get them into that situation. So we want to share with them stuff like that. Like I said in one of my other videos, writing a check all the time or taking time out of your schedule to do something because someone else's, their emergency and not yours, may not be the right thing to do. But I'm going to stay focused and impactful and intentional on the things that I do on a daily basis. I talk about daily decisions. This is going to come into play when I make my daily decisions because there are going to be some things that as I go on through the day, maybe I haven't made a solid decision on. But if it falls in line with what I'm trying to do, the decision has already been made. It's a yes. If it does not fall in line with what I'm trying to accomplish this year, this month, this week, the decision is no already. So your assignment for the month of January, I do want you to consider choosing a word for the year, choosing a word for the month, choosing a word for half the year and another word for another half the year. Sit down and think of the thing that maybe you want to focus on. Make it simple. We don't want to be all over the place this year. We don't want to have put too much on us. But if you get a word that aligns with what your goals are and what you want to achieve this year and stay focused on that, it should work in your favor. We want to pick a word that will pay you dividends. I think for me, being intentional will pay me huge dividends during the year. And so I'm going to focus on that word being more intentional. Choose your word and drop a comment. What word will you spend focusing on for the year of 2025? Happy New Year, everybody. And with that, I will see you in the next video.